got some champagne out, and she got her paintbrushes out, and we painted butterflies and flowers over it. And then these French girls that hired it, just everywhere they went, everyone wanted to talk to them and took photos of them, and that's the idea came. And then the next one, I said to my wife, I'll just paint poppy flowers over to hide the dents. So that's done that since we don't get dents fixed anymore. So with the customers hiring the vans, we don't charge for little dents and scratches because who cares, you know. We keep it pretty simple. If the customers stuff the van or do something they shouldn't do, we just think, what are we doing wrong that they screwed it up? We've got an alarm system so that if it gets a bit hot, the alarm comes on so the kids don't cook it. If we don't have an alarm, nobody notices. The temperature gauges go up and they just cook it. Being a mechanic was in my blood. And so when it comes to buying vans, I drive them around the block and I feel the van. I feel everything wrong with it. It's like I really connect. You can't connect when you're in the passenger seat. You've got to be in the driver's seat. So, ready to go.
What made you choose to go in a wicked camper van?
Because I have a really crazy design and that's cheap.
It's covered in all these rather fancy graphics, isn't it? They do stand out on the road somewhat, I think. So if we break down, no one will miss us, will they?
A camper van, you can go wherever you like, do whatever you want, and just stay wherever you want. It turned out to be one of the cheaper options as well.
You open up the back door, that's your kitchen area with your cupboard and sink and all your cooking facilities. All your bowls, your plates and all this stuff in here, and your cutlery and your pots and pans and your ice box, and a few chairs to sit around outside the back here and a table. At night time we've got a light here. Water supply here, just pump for the sink. It's nice and simple, nothing to break. And then you open up the sliding door. And inside you've got a table you can sit around, and when you put the table down, that makes a large bed, but under the seating there you've got loads of storage, so it's just easy and simple to operate.
And what sort of an experience are you expecting to have in the wicked camper?
Well, I expect it's rugged camping, I think, you know. I mean, it's better than a tent, let's face it, you know. If it starts to rain, at least you're out of it. You're in the dry. I think we're a bit old for them. They didn't envisage someone our age on their website, but we're old backpackers, I think.
So how many have you got on the road today in Australia?
We must be hitting 500 real soon, yeah. Wherever I am, someone's sort of seen a wicked van. Yeah, no matter who I'm talking to, it's really rare to talk to someone that says, oh, I've never seen them. Yeah, even when I was in Singapore and I was in the UK, people go, oh yeah, my mate was in Australia, he said they were everywhere. That's probably my biggest buzz.
Yes, they're a cheap and convenient way to get around the country. Now, imagine building a house to accommodate 24 people every night. Then imagine building it in a place that's only accessible by air or on foot. Well, that was the challenge facing builders in a remote part of Tasmania. Let's find out how they did it.
Tasmania's Central Highlands contain some of the most staggeringly beautiful scenery in Australia. They're a magnet for tourists.
It's absolutely stunning, there's no doubt about it, that basically you come to the Tasmanian Highlands, you can walk and basically see an area that's surrounded by mountains, basically beautiful clear area, a lot on the overland track.
The track winds through the Cradle Mountain Lake St Clair National Park. About 9,000 walkers traverse it every year. The sheer number of footsteps is taking a toll.
Solid enough, it's doubled up.
Okay, yep, so just a bit wide.
And we did the old, just reasonably solid. Yep.
As winter approaches and the walkers dwindle with the cold weather, Maintenance crews take to the track to ensure it remains safe and environmentally sound.
We've set some high standards in terms of accommodation and personal space, and so it was felt that we needed to provide some upgraded facilities at this site to meet those standards.
Walkers normally spend 5 nights on the track staying in tents or huts. Windy Ridge is 30 kilometres north of Lake St Clair, and its hut is being replaced. A fee introduced 3 years ago to walk the track is paying for the new building.
The Windy Ridge hut was one of the older huts in terms of the locations throughout the park. It was reached its end of life, and it was probably a bit too small for the number of people who were trying to accommodate in this area.
The cost is $1.2 million.
I'm very happy with what it does. I think it's a good quality building. I think people will appreciate it for the comfort.